If you already haven't heard about this game, you must be living under a rock or something. Like, I'm sorry if you have an Xbox. Like, God, this game is just so good. It's like one of the best PS4 exclusives I've played, you know? And like, spoilers, obviously, but spoiler free version. Combat, phenomenal. Slightly clunky controls could be fixed. Amazing story, great execution. Stealth definitely can be improved. And there's ton of stuff to explore and it's really fun. Yeah, spoilers ahead. Mainly gameplay. This is your warning. Combat. It's probably the best part of the game, if not maybe the story, or they're pretty much on par with each other. But combat, quite simple, yet complicated. Like, it's quite genius, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, the game always knows when to give you something new. It's like the same fun zone aspect of Doom Eternal. In like Doom, you're constantly switching weapons and adapting, while in Tsushima, you constantly switch stances and weapons to deal with certain enemies. Now, at first, with these stances, you're gonna start with a stone stance, which is effective against swordsmen, which the stances will tell you what they're effective against. And you gain more as you kill more leaders, which are basically like these mini bosses of camps and bases, basically. There are four stances, being stone for swords, water for shields, wind for spears, and moon for brutes. And the game kind of forces you to switch between them to be more effective. And it honestly makes the game go from being super simple, yet to complicated, yet engaging. You'll learn to use ghost weapons as well. Basically, the quick fire tools like kunai or smoke bombs. Pretty self explanatory stuff. But you need them if you're fighting groups of enemies, or else it's way too hard. Especially against the group of brutes and spearsmen. They're very necessary. Now the gameplay is quite addicting, but the controls for like switching between ghost weapons are quite awkward if I'm gonna be honest. It's not a problem for me because I've played a ton of trashy games. Trust me, too many. But most people, it's gonna be way too hard because you need to use the D-pad, which you're gonna use the left thumb move and use the D-pad, which means you can't move, which means usually you'll die, especially on hard or lethal. But mostly, combat is phenomenal. Okay, it's like really good, but it's not Sekiro though. It's not Sekiro. Okay, it's not a copy. It's its own thing. Stealth. Ooh, oh no. The stealth it's a weird one. Okay, like I love it, but I don't at the same time. Like yeah, it's fun, well crafted, but enemies are kind of just brain dead. Like you can definitely be creative and have fun taking a Mongol camp like Samurai Batman, but most of the AI are deaf. Like my neighbors can hear the guy screaming from my headphones. Yeah, but the enemies can't. Oh, and when you're indoors, God forbid they even look at the doors. Like they just stare at their shelves or ceilings. Why? Why are you looking at the ceiling? Why are you not looking at your flank point? Now, all jokes aside, I think they wanted to improve. If they wanted to improve stealth, they gotta add more awareness because it's way too easy to demolish an enemy base stealthily without being seen once. Like once. You gotta boost their hearing senses. You gotta make them look at doors, please, and you gotta make them look up. Like I'm literally right on top of you. How do you not even sense me in the slightest? Come on, come on. It's nowhere close to Arkham level stealth. It's Arkham games stealth is way better. The AI are actually like aren't deaf or stupid, and you can still be creative. But God, just please make it better. Like if not in DLC. Just just a patch or something, please. It's way too easy. It's way too easy. Story. This is where the fun begins. Bro, I can't hold in the spoilers. So, major spoiler warning. I'll give you 5 seconds to click off before the spoilers start. I might put a timestamp till where they end. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now that the warning is over, can I just say I was genuinely shocked. You could probably tell from the playthrough when Taka got beheaded.
Refuse to be your slave.
I too have pride in family. And I know what it's like to live in their shadow. Why should we settle for scraps when we deserve to be legends?
You
He is a
don't
legend.
deserve
See?
nothing.
Your people will follow you. Join me and
I will
save
not
them.
lead them to death.
You want to divide and conquer. You did it to Ryuzo. Not us.
Oh. Your legend does not even care about you.
That's how that works, bro.
If you kill him, you can go.
Kill Colton. Kill Colton. Kill Colton. Kill Colton. I know he won't. I know he won't. Give me the sword, Taka.
Run.
No!
Stop! Tell you that!
No! No! You bastard! You!
Your friend died for you. Now I must find another. And you must choose again.
You bastard! Ropes cannot hold a man like you. Get out!
It was honestly one of the best and saddest moments when you had to bury him.
That's the last of them. The Star Hats have finished. Ryuzo's alone.
He's still alive. With the Khan.
Bastard.
There's nothing more we can do here.
I need to bury my brother.
I'll help you.
He was a good man.
Like, listen, if a game can make one death matter for the rest of the time you're playing, you know they've done something amazing. Which is what I love about the story. It values characters the most and makes you feel like you're in control of and responsible for Jin's actions, which you're not, but it gives you the illusion. Which is how a video game story really should be designed. And like the execution is magnificent. Okay, I'm running out of words to even begin fathom how amazing this story is. I also loved how each act focused on Jin's character evolving. Like in the first one, it's all about him realizing he needs to adapt to survive, and then the second act is about him embracing the ghost and forgetting honor, and the third is about him refinding his humanity or honor, depending on what choice you made at the end, which I'm not gonna include because even though major spoilers, but still, it's too good. It's too good to spoil it for you. Like nothing really, like it flows together so well. Like nothing feels out of place. It all has purpose. Okay, now that I'm done praising the story, let's move on to exploration. Man, there's so much to explore. I mean, it's an open world. Obviously, there has to be something for you to do. Luckily, it's all fun, all of it. It's genuinely fun. Unlike some other video game franchise that I'm not gonna mention. Uh, and the landscapes, they're just so beautiful. Like you almost have to explore them. And the game rewards you for it. Be it a cosmetic or an extra charm slot, doesn't even matter because exploring the place is a world in its own. And that goes to the amazing work done designing it. You can also find while you're searching through the world, you'll have like foxes that'll lead you to shrines to give you more charm slots. And you guessed it, you can pet them. All of them. I mean, all of them. And as well as golden birds flying around, lead you to side quests, hot springs, or sword kits, which are basically just shields for your katanas. Although they could definitely be designed to be more noticeable, especially the bird. Not the fox, you can definitely see him, but the bird, you'll be following him, and then he just suddenly disappears into a tree, and you gotta look for him all over again. Like it's just really annoying. But you know, because of like you don't even have like in this game they didn't even have to make an interesting way to go from point A to point B because there's so much to do on the way, and it's also fun. Like the only time I'm using fast travel is when I'm focusing on doing a certain mission. Other than that, I'll just go exploring and wandering. I usually even forget what I was doing because I'm just wandering off. But oh boy, when you find that mythic quests, after like you follow this bird and whatever the golden bird, and they lead you to a musician. That'll tell you some a tale of a legendary samurai who's like he was like this farmer who put on this magical armor or whatever, and then he became one of the best samurai ever, you know. And then you go on a manhunt to find whatever it was. Like it's not just armor; it can be like even a new ability, like a flaming sword, which is one of them, and magical armor, which I already said. But I won't tell the rest, okay? Because it's way too cool, okay? And trust me, it never gets old, okay? It never gets old when you're running around looking for clues like Samurai Sherlock Holmes. Like it's just really fun. It's what this game is. It's just fun. It's pure, unadulterated fun. Graphics. There's not much to say. I mean, you're looking at the game right now. You can tell just look at it's like looking at an amazing view, but it's the whole game. Like trust me, when you get this game, you're gonna sit in the photo mode for like hours, okay? And I'm pretty sure it's designed to be like that. And the game just sounds game just sounds so perfectly tuned. It's like every time your blade clashes, it has the right amount of cling. Every blood spatter is the right amount of blood. Every bird chirp has the right amount of, how can I say this, caw, I guess. And the soundtrack is, ooh, perfecto. It's mostly ambient, but not the creepy way, like in Doom 3, you know. But it's like this mystical and natural type of. It's perfect for samurai games. And then until you hit like a combat section, or like an important story beat, the music will like spike up, and well, in combat it becomes more intense, and like story the singing starts. And it just blows you away. Like this, I'll just give this game away just for graphics and sound, man. Like I can't. It's just too good. It's the perfect samurai game, man. Time to it's time to finally rate this game because that's usually what you do at the end of a review. I mean, I've already proven I absolutely adore this game. I'd recommend it to literally anyone, like just anyone who plays video games. Basically, I didn't even watch anime before this. This game just made me such a weeb. Probably game of the year if Cyberpunk doesn't release. 9.5 out of 10. Subscribe or die. Okay, I won't kill you. Unless. Subscribe.